All right, y'all, it's time to announce where our second Pepper Lunch location is going to be. And it's in the city of Downey. The address is 8908 Apollo Way at the Downey Promenade Shopping Mall. Big shout out to our real estate partners Blake Kaplan and Drew Olson of JLL. Because of their connections with the best shopping centers, landlords, and tenants, we were able to snag the site before it went public. And I always like to tell franchisees that if there is a for lease sign out there on the store, most likely is not the best sites. The best sites are always because someone is well connected or the deal is done before it even has a chance to hit the public. Although the site was signed on August 8, 2025 last year, we had to keep it under wraps because the existing tenant, Noodles & Company, was still operating there. We were hoping that they'd decide to leave the space early. The landlord did give them the option to do that, but they decided to stay until the very end, which was May 31st, 2026 this year. I'm a little bummed out about that because they had initially expressed interest in leaving early, and if that were the case, we were able to take over the space earlier this year. We would have been able to open for springtime to enjoy the springtime and summertime boom. However, this is the long game. It's a mall, and if we're going to be there for 10 years, all of the fundamentals and the KPIs make sense, so it'll be all right ultimately. We got the keys on June 2nd, and we're waiting on some permits from the City of Downey Sanitation and the Health Department before we start swinging some hammers with our construction company. For this project, we decided to work with Panero Construction. The CEO, Sonny Panero, helped us build all of my Halal Guy stores for 10 years, the stores that I ran for 10 years before I ended up selling the company. They are a trusted partner, so we're excited to work with them again. The space itself is 2,505 square feet, which is 505 square feet larger than our Irvine Spectrum location. We'll also be able to add some more outside tables and chairs to increase the capacity. I love that the space is an existing restaurant where we're able to inherit some infrastructure and it's already permitted for food. With that, we were able to enjoy some cost savings and build out much faster. The moment we receive permits, we expect to finish this within 6 to 8 weeks. I'm going to conservatively bet that this location can do at least $2 million in annual sales, which would be above the chain's AUV, which is average unit volume of 1.65 million. But I think and hope and pray that it does much better. I can't disclose the rent, but if it hits or exceeds projections, we will be under the 10% rent threshold that I need personally for a promising site. So for example, if I expect to do 2 million in annual sales, I should not be paying more than 200K in annual rent all in. We're next to a busy Panera Bread, and during my due diligence, a very successful Panera Bread franchisee, one of the largest, mentioned that the location next to our site is one of the busiest stores in the chain. In addition, there are a few friends who own stores in the mall and also in the city of Downey in general, and have mentioned that all of their stores are either doing very well or they're profitable. So those are all great signals that carry a lot more weight than most other metrics for me. I love that the space is an outside pad that's visible and accessible to the everyday customer. Even though Spectrum is super busy, it's a mall with a lot of friction, like parking far away and having to walk quite a bit just to get to the location. This space will attract both mall customers that are used to it and also local residences and businesses that will visit more often because of the convenience factor. Not to mention there's also a very large hospital system directly across the street. That could be a captive audience for us. In that mall, we have entertainment like a movie theater. We're surrounded by a lot of full service concepts which make us look really good by comparison in value. For example, back to Irvine Spectrum, a lot of our customers tell me that we have the same quality food and hospitality as CPK, Cucina Enoteca, Cheesecake Factory, Javier's, etc. But we are a fraction of the cost and we are much, much faster. So they're getting a lot more for less, which is great. And probably my favorite factor about this space is the size. At Irvine Spectrum, we do over 2.5 million, which is above average, really profitable. But our space is both small and inefficiently laid out. Although our kitchen staff can probably do close to 3.5, almost $4 million in annual sales in capacity, the small dining area prevents us because of our capacity. There's a line, the dining area fills up too quickly, and there is a line out the door too easily. It looks good aesthetically, but our money is tied up in that line, and a lot of times a large number of those folks just end up leaving, so we lose that revenue because there's just so many great options at Irvine Spectrum to choose from. So with this space itself, there are more tables and chairs and more space, and we have the capacity. And here is a picture of how the space is going to look like when it's all done. our millwork company, MSW Rollout Services, which also provided for our Irvine inspection location, is currently manufacturing and sourcing all of our branded stuff like tables, chairs, wall decorations, neon signs. And our exterior signage company, DF Signs, is going through the application, rendering, and approvals process right now with the landlord and city. And that is it for now. I hope you find this exciting, just as exciting as we are excited about it. I hope this is helpful. If you have any questions about the space, let me know. I'm looking for content ideas and ways to create more helpful and insightful videos. So that's it for now. Follow along and I'll keep you guys posted.